towards the end of the 90s, I noticed that there was things starting to happen to my body. Parts of my body were becoming numb. I was tripping a lot and my balance was quite bad. Eventually, my sister arranged for me to go and see a doctor friend of hers over in Tala Hospital. I was lying on the bed and he turned around to me and said, just very casually, "Well, you know you have MS." I was absolutely shocked, devastated, couldn't believe it. For the first year, I was in denial, didn't want to talk to anybody who had MS, I didn't want to know anything about it. Was I going to die? Was I going to pass it on to my kids? All those thoughts swirling round, and it was kind of very difficult to deal with. But eventually I sort of came to terms with it a bit more and I accepted it. And then it was a case of, okay, what do I do about it? My wife, who had gone back to college as a mature student, she said to me, "Why don't you go back to college?" So I applied, went down for the interview, did the aptitude test and was accepted. I eventually graduated and I got an opportunity to come into this school, and I've had a really fantastic experience working here.
It's amazing the difference it makes for John working out in the world, if you like. He thrives on social contacts, so it's very important to him. I think it's what keeps him healthy, actually. I really do think it makes that much of a difference.
I'm a teacher in certain aspects, but I'm also a special needs assistant as well. It's kind of a combined role. Working with kids with autism is really inspiring, and it's been, in many ways, this is the best job I've ever had. Right up until last year was the first time I felt safe and comfortable to talk to my boss about it.
I think I might have noticed something first, but I wasn't really sure what it was. And then when I said it to him one day, he said, "Yeah," he said, "we'll have a chat." He just told me pretty bluntly and pretty directly that he had multiple sclerosis. I just said to him, "Look, John, you're going to have to educate me a little bit here. I mean, it doesn't make a blind bit of difference to anything here, but is there anything that we can do?"
It is liberating to tell, and it was great that I was able to share it with other people, and they all said, "Well, that makes sense now. It makes sense that was why you were walking like that why you were bouncing off a wall." And that, in a way, was very relieving to know that I was able to carry on and get on with my job, not have to worry about what people thought of me.
I didn't want John to feel that he couldn't talk about it, or that if there was a deterioration in the condition, or that he was suffering in any way, I didn't want him to feel, "I better hide this." Nobody looks at John as, "This is John with multiple sclerosis." Everybody looks at John as, "This is our colleague at work. This is a great guy. This is an asset to our staff."
John has been so lucky that he happened upon this school, because I think the leadership here is fantastic and the staff seem to be very happy and they've been so supportive. He seems to just settle right in.
For me, being able to get up out of bed, get myself ready, come to work, be knackered at the end of the day and have to have a rest, but still feel that you've contributed and you've made a difference to somebody as well. From my self-esteem and my self-worth point of view, I think actually being able to work has been the most amazing part of all.
Everybody is getting older, so the longer you have a health condition, it might affect you a little bit more and more and more. So we've had that conversation with John just to keep us informed, and we'll make sure that John is catered for.
That's my story, and if you trust your boss, tell them, because it makes such a difference and it's a huge relief if you can get that off your chest.